Hello dear students, welcome back to the NCERT science class of 7th standard. Dear students, we are studying the 10th topic, that is respiration in the organisms. In the previous class, we have studied about the respiration, the meaning of respiration that we have studied. That is the process of breakdown of nutrient molecule in presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen by releasing the energy is called as the respiration that we have studied in the previous class. And also we have studied the types of respiration. There are three types of respirations are there. The first one is aerobic respiration. The second one is anaerobic respiration. The third one is lack of oxidation respiration. That we have studied in detail in the previous class. Dear students, now we are going to study. Along with that, we have studied in the previous class about the breathing and the stages of breathing, that is inhalation and exhalation. And also we have studied the breathing rate. The number of breathings per minute is called as the breathing rate. And stages of breathing rates are, that is inhalation and exhalation. Taking of air, oxygen rich air into the body is called as inhalation. Giving out of the carbon dioxide rich air from the body air or into the atmosphere is called as the exhalation. That we have studied in the previous class. Now we are going to study, that is respiration in the human being. Respiration in the human being. See, dear students, what happens here? The respiration, first of all, we have to know the respiration. Already we have studied. That is, respiration means the process of breakdown of nutrient molecule in presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen by releasing the energy is called as the respiration. See, next we come to the human respiratory system. See here, dear students, first of all, the parts of human respiratory system. Here, the different parts, the human respiratory system includes different parts. The first one is nostrils. See here, the pair of nostrils are there, which is present on the face. See here, the nostrils, pair of nostrils. Second one is nasal cavity, that I shown here by the diagrams. Nasal cavity, that is present in the nose, that is nasal cavity, and nasal cavity is open into a passage that is called as the nasopharynx. Nasopharynx, that is present here in the neck region. The next, after this one, dear students, it will be open into a long tract, cartilaginous tract, soft bone tract, that is called as the trachea. Then trachea again branch into two, that is called as the bronchi. The trachea branched into two, that is called as the bronchi. Then bronchi again further divided into the sub branches, that is called as the bronchioles. Yes. Then again they are open into the very minute sac-like structures or the bag-like structures. The bronchioles are open into the moves to the bag-like structures are there. They are called as the alveoli. That is alveoli that we can say. The next, the lungs and diaphragm. These are the parts of human respiratory system. In examination, he asks what are the parts of human respiratory system. See, the first one is nostrils, nasal cavity, nasopharynx, trachea. The next, bronchi, bronchioles, then alveoli, lungs and diaphragm. These are the parts of human respiratory system. Next, dear students, now come to the most important concept, that is mechanism of human respiratory system. In examination for 2 marks, he asked what are the parts of human respiratory system. Now, dear students, now come to the mechanism of human respiratory system. What happens? How the mechanism is going on? How the respiration is going on? That is called as the mechanism of respiration. He may ask for 4 marks or 5 marks in the examination. That is, explain the mechanism of human respiratory system. Not explain how the exchange of air is going on. See here, what happens, dear students? The nasal cavity of the respiratory tract is opened by a pair of nostrils. The pair of nostrils are there, 2 holes are there at the nose. That is called as the nostrils. The oxygen rich air which is present in the atmosphere, that is The total 21% of oxygen is present in the atmosphere. Along with that, different number of gases are there. That is nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and dust, and the water vapors are also present. When we take the air, along with that, along with the oxygen, number of gases will enter into the nose. But the nose contains of the nasal cavity. Whatever the cavity is present here, the nasal cavity contains the passage of hairs and mucus is present. The passage of hairs and mucus are present. The hairs, they are the God gift. That is, hairs are the God gift. It means how it is God gift. See, hairs, whatever the hairs are present in the nose, that separates the dust particles or avoids the dust particles to enter into the nasal or the respiratory tract. Isn't it? The mucus, whatever the mucus, sticky mucus is present, that sticky mucus and hairs filters the air, allows only oxygen to enter into the respiratory tract. Allows oxygen to enter into the respiratory tract. Whatever the hairs and mucuses are present in the nasal cavity, that will be separated with the help of hairs and the mucus. The filter air will enter into the trachea. It is a cartilaginous pipes, cartilaginous rings are there to avoid the collision of air. Then it will be branches into the bronchi. Again the air enters into the bronchi. Then again the further branches are there that will move to the bronchioles, and next it goes to the alveoli. Bag-like structures are there. These bag-like structures where the blood comes from the heart for the purification. The oxygen will get mixed into the blood, and that will again move to the heart for the pumping. Then what happens to the students? Here again carbon dioxide, whatever the deoxygenated blood comes from the heart, that is carbon dioxide rich blood, that will enter, and carbon dioxide will move through these pipes, and that will be moved out from the body. And next one thing, one layer is there just below the two lungs. Just below the two lungs, that is called as the diaphragm. The diaphragm separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. Yes, these thoracic cavity, these diaphragm separates that is thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity. When we take the air into the body, the diaphragm moves down. When we release out the air, the diaphragm will move again up. That is a very thin layer that is called as the diaphragm. The next, dear students, come to the next point, that is breathing in other animals. See, dear students, what happens? Like human being, other animals also respire. In your textbook, he has given the three animals, that is earthworm, the respiration in the aquatic animals. Let us study the respiration in the plants. We will see. See here, what happens, dear students? In case of earthworm, when we see under the microscope, when we see the large cockroach, see in case of earthworm, the earthworm, what happens? Maybe he has not given earthworm, maybe cockroach, earthworm is also before that, earthworm. See here what happens, dear students, in case of earthworm, that is respired by the skin. When earthworms are mainly present in the moist soil, and when we hold the earthworms, its surface appears like a sticky. It is because earthworms respire through their skin, isn't it? The earthworms respire through their skin. The gases exchange takes place through the skin. And next, dear students, and here also he has given for the frog and all. frogs also having the moist skin. When they will enter into the water, they will respire through the skin, and next when they will come out, they will respire through the nostrils or the lungs as well. The next, in case of cockroach, see when we see the cockroach under the microscope, on either side of the cockroach, you will see the dot-like structures. Dot-like structures on the each fragment, pair of dot-like structures. When we see a cockroach, suppose for example here one cockroach is there, cockroach, the body of cockroach. See, you will see on either side of the body, you will see the dot-like structures. These dot-like structures are called as the spiracles. Spiracles. The spiracles are present on either side of the cockroach. These spiracles are connected to the tracheal tubes. These tracheal tubes are entered into the limbs or the body fluid. That is totally cockroach is filled with the fluid, white fluid. These tracheal tube will enter into the fluid, and whatever they needs an oxygen, they takes the oxygen from these nostrils. And this oxygen will move through the tracheal tube. Then it will be enters into a body fluid. The body fluid will circulate throughout the body and supplies the oxygen throughout the body. Isn't it? Next come to the aquatic animals. See, like fish. When we see the fishes are having a pair of openings on the neck region. And what happens? A pair of openings are there. These are called as the gills. See, first beginning what happens? The fishes in the water that takes the water to the mouth or the oral cavity. First it takes the water from the nostril or from the mouth. Then from that mouth it takes the water into the body. And in the water, what happens? You must have saw the formula of water. In which oxygen is present. Fishes needs water. Fishes needs the oxygen, isn't it? From that water, they diffuse out the water, oxygen from the water. In the gills, fishes diffuse out the oxygen from water and circulate through the body, and in the rest of water that will be moved out through the gills into the water. Isn't it? Next, dear students, come to the plants. How the respiration is going on in the plants. See, you might have saw the plants. Either you saw anywhere. Is there any openings for the respiration in the plants? Those plants are there. Yes, plant size is very bigger than the animals. You might have saw anywhere any nose or any openings in the plants. No. Then how they are respiring? The exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen is going on in the plants. How it is going on? The exchange of gases takes place through the pores, through the holes which are present, minute microscopic holes which are present on the leaves. In the leaves, what happens? The minute microscopic holes are there. These holes are called as the stomata. These stomata, holes, minute microscopic holes, through these holes, that exchange of gases takes place. These stomata contains two types of cells. Stomata contains two types of cells are there. That is, one is guard cell, the second one is surrounding cells. When we see the stomata under microscope, see, you will see the structure, bean-shaped structures. Bean-shaped structures are there. See here, bean-shaped structures are there. That is, these One is guard cell. Two guard cells are present, and next these cells are called as the surrounding cells. Surrounding cells. Yes. See what happens, dear students? And this, the whatever the pore is present, that is called as the stomatal pore. Through this stomatal pore, exchange of gases. These are very minute microscopic. Through these pores, exchange of gases takes place. Understood? In case of animals, in case of plants, the exchange of carbon dioxide that will move in and in of the plant body, next that will move out of the plant body through the stomatal pore. Isn't it? The remaining we will study in the next class. Thank you.